Welcome to Senior Insights. My name is Cynthia, and I'm really excited that you're here. And you're probably excited because you have been waiting for me to declutter. Well, I have a surprise for you. I finally did it. I am finished. However, I'm not going to give you the tour on this video, but I'm going to post it this afternoon. So after I tell you the things that I learned, 5 things, but there's actually tons more, but I'm going to try and combine them all in 5 things. Then you'll see the results. So let's get started. If there's anyone new here, welcome. We'd love to have you. Please consider subscribing and coming to our show. This is a show. Every day except Sunday and Tuesday we have a live at 3 o'clock. So back to getting the decluttering, the 5 things that you're going to learn, that I learned, and I hope you pay attention to. I learned it's not easy to declutter. It's not just taking stuff and getting rid of it, putting it in the giveaway pile, the keep pile, the maybe pile, and then putting it back on the shelf. In my opinion, it's not just that. If you want to do it, you've got to do it right. If you commit to doing a bathroom and you're going to declutter every shelf in there, then you've got to clean every shelf, right? So now you're decluttering and you're cleaning. So, if you're like me, some of the big projects, like my mother used to wash the walls in the spring and in the fall. I'm not saying that I washed the walls in the bathroom. I did wash all the flat surfaces though. And I had to wash the walls in some spots that I installed things. I wanted it to go up against a clean wall. And it was surprising how gray the cloth came away. So they should have been washed, the walls. But, you know, this old lady is lucky she finished this. And this house is lucky if I do another one. But I'm going to. So this one took me a month. So you start noticing things. Like in the shower when we did the tour, why do I have like 5 things of shampoo? Well, I only have one head. And I only shampoo when I take a shower. And I don't use conditioner. Why do I need bar soap and, the bath stuff? Why do I need 3 razors? I don't know, you tell me, but that's what I found just in my shower. Then I did clean the shower. I cleaned it with a brush. And I do this actually on a fairly regular basis. But there was brown dirt running down the side of the shower wall. So the point of what I'm saying is like one thing leads to another. So you not only have to declutter, but you have to clean. And Lorelei told me to disinfect everything, and I did. It also, number 2, one task reveals another one. So you've been ignoring maybe, for example, that wreath that I had, that I showed you, that I made myself. As a matter of fact, the year that I made it, I made one for each of my daughter-in-laws. Weren't they lucky? I bet they don't have theirs. They probably threw it in the trash the minute they got home. But they could see it when they came to my house. Well, that was not as hard as I thought it would be taking it down. You take it down, then you have a nail on the wall. And if you take the nail out, then you have a hole in the wall. Especially if you choose to hang different pictures, different size pictures. Then you have to figure out how to hang them. That was not easy. It was not easy. I had 4 small pictures that I wanted to hang. And they didn't have just one thing that you could put a wire on it and hang it on a nail. No. They had 2 hangers on both sides of them. So I had to measure, and I had to level, and I had to measure again. And then I put the nails in, and it was still not level. So I had to take the nails out. So now I have another hole in the wall. And then I put them up. One was still crooked. So that took me hours because I am stupid when it comes to math. I cannot do math. I think I have dyslexia. Anyway, it always befuddles me. I figured it out, and I hung the pictures. Then I had to spackle the walls. And eventually I'm going to have to paint those little dots. But do I have spackle? Of course, I have everything you might need, just in case. So I go to my junk drawer. The spackle is there. And it's like in a tube, a soft tube. It's the stuff that goes on pink and then dries white. I have that just in case I need it. The tube is pretty much spent. It looks like I used it at one time quite a bit. So it still felt soft on the bottom. So of course I tried to squeeze it out. I couldn't squeeze it out. I punctured the stuff on the top of it with a nail so that it could come out. It still wouldn't come out. So then I cut the tube. And there was the putty or whatever you call it. So I was able to fix those holes with that putty because I was persistent. I didn't throw that out. I had it just in case, but it's thrown out now. But you know what? I discovered that there was one hole that I didn't do. And it's obvious. So I'm going to ask you tonight, when you watch the, if you watch it, the tour, see if you can find which hole needs to still be filled. Let me know in the comments. That'll be kind of fun. So, what else? You start noticing all the things that you have expired. Well, I told you about the lotion. I told you about the soap. I told you about the hair conditioner that I don't use. All the stuff that I have been accumulating. You wouldn't have been surprised. A lot of the covers, the caps were rusted. That's how old they were. And you saw how old the medicine was in my medicine cabinet. I threw away some Epsom salts from expired in 1994. I threw out 5 nail polish. Wait until I tell you the hazard of this. I tested every nail polish because, you know, sometimes nail polish dries out. And I figured, well, check and see if the nail polish is even workable. So that's what I first did. I had different colors on all my nails. I don't know if you noticed it, but all last week I had different colors. I just took it off last night. So I whittled it down so that I got rid of a lot. Well, I just said 5. Okay, 5. So I got rid of those, and they just fit in that little basket that I have, the plastic basket. The other day, I go over to Gay's house for dinner. She had a nice pork loin dinner, mashed potatoes, and mixed vegetables, and it was delicious. And she said, I mentioned that I was decluttering my bathroom, and she said, "Oh, I've got something for you." She runs into her closet, and she brings me all this nail polish. I said, "Gay, I'm decluttering. I just got rid of my nail polish." "Well, do you want me to throw them away?" I said, "No, don't throw them away." So I come home with nail polish, more than I threw out. So now I have to analyze these to see if any of them are bad, and I have to look at some of my other ones so that I can consolidate it to just one container that's not overflowing. So see what I mean? Like, it's like spinning your wheels in a way. How about the drawer that has all the hotel samples? Or how about the dentist office? You know how when you go have your teeth cleaned, they give you a little bag with a toothbrush, toothpaste, dental floss, and it's in a little clear plastic bag. Well, how many of those plastic bags can you accumulate? I had quite a few. I had them, well, I had a travel bag that I totally eliminated, but I had them in there. I had different things in there. Plus, they were still full. Some of them were still full from the dentist. And then there were empty containers, you know, like a little spray bottle, a little thing you could use the lotion and stuff. You'll see those when I go on the tour. I didn't do a very good job on that particular drawer. But you see what I mean? I mean, look for those things. I bet you have them. And then how many razors did I have? I use a Venus razor. I like a Venus razor. But for some reason, I think that I don't have one. So every time I see them on sale, I buy them. So I threw out 5 Venus razors. Now those are not cheap. They're not cheap at all. You know what I'm talking about? I kept 2 just in case. 1 in the shower, 1 in the drawer. And of course I didn't throw out the refills or anything. But this is what I'm saying. These are like, wow. I didn't realize that because I keep thinking that I don't have one. So that's number 3. You don't realize how much you hold on to things just in case you might need them. Now that has been a problem of mine forever. The other thing you say to yourself when you have those hotel things, well, I'll keep it just in case somebody's coming in, that I can make the bed up nice and they can have their little individual toiletries. No one's coming. No one hasn't slept in this house for a long time, except me. I did learn, this is number 4, small spaces can make a big difference. And I did a video a few weeks ago when I think it was when I did the tour, it was when I did the bathroom drawer anyway, talking about just doing one drawer at a time and that sort of thing. And that makes total sense. My feeling is, though, you can't just do one drawer, not clean it, empty it, wash it, disinfect it, all that. You can't just put the stuff back in a dirty drawer. But small spaces, they do make a difference. You don't really need to hold on. You don't need to overhaul the whole house to feel lighter. You can do one drawer and look at it and say, wow. Like that first drawer I did, I got a lot of stuff out of it. I got 6 brushes. I think I probably disposed of 8 combs, and tons of cosmetics that I've had for like forever that I don't use. The only ones I use now are here, right here in my studio, my dressing room. That's all I use. But I had mascara, 5 different kinds, how to make your eyelashes longer, how to make it. I can't stand mascara because I have raccoon eyes every time I use it. But you're supposed to throw out your cosmetics like every 3 months or every 6 months, not every 16 years. So I got rid of a lot of stuff. And I did keep some things just in case. I got rid of several bottles of perfume, old perfume. Perfume goes bad. So if you ever decided to spritz yourself, it probably wouldn't smell that great anyway. So I did that. And you probably are not interested in what I took out, but I'm just trying to make you aware of the things that I learned. Like collecting perfume. It is more emotional than you expect. Oh, I forgot to tell you this. So when I'm over Gaze and she gives me the nail polish, then she says, do you want these Halloween paper plates and napkins? Maybe you can give them to your grandson. I said, my grandson hasn't been over in a month. And I'm sure he's not going to be over on Halloween. And she said, oh, I'll just throw them in the trash. I said, don't throw them in the trash. I'll take them. So see what I mean? It's like spinning your wheels. So I took the nail polish. Now I have more decluttering to do. However, I did declutter more in the bathroom than I put back in the bathroom. And I feel good about that. And I hope you enjoy the little tour this afternoon. I also did like a brief walk of my porch, the one that had all the egg juice on. I just showed you the wreath that I bought when I went to Hobby Lobby, and I showed you the chair that I wasn't sure I should get rid of, that I really am fond of. By the way, I got rid of all the medications, pills. I got rid of a towel set. I got rid of a bath mat set. So anything that I brought in, and I did bring in new things because I changed the whole look of the bathroom. I had a lot of this stuff, or I reused things from different areas. So it's not as bad as you might think. So it's more emotional than you expect. It definitely is. I had those ducks on top of the medicine cabinet, and my girlfriend, the woman who just passed away a year ago, she gave those to me. One day we were secondhand shopping, and I saw them. I said, oh, look at the ducks, and it happened to be my birthday. So she bought them all. Because I was collecting loons. I have a collection of loons as well. I'll show you those someday. But I took them down. I put them on the counter. But I don't have the guts to throw them away. 3 of them look like, or give them away. 3 of them look like they're hand carved. So that's still on the fence. Then when I went to Goodwill, that picture, that pink picture that was in the bathroom? Well, I had it. I was going to give it to Goodwill, and I grabbed it. I grabbed it out of the basket at the last minute. And I said to the guy, I just can't let that go. And he said, I don't blame you. It's pretty nice. And I was thinking to myself, I had that picture professionally framed. It had the paper on the back and everything. And the beautiful mats. It had double layer mats. Why are you giving that away when you do watercolors? Why don't you make a watercolor and put it in that frame? And use those mats and everything. So now that's floating in the back of my car. I had so many trash bags. I'm not talking the 30-gallon trash bags. I'm talking the tall kitchen bags. That's what I filled. I had at least 12. I'm not kidding. There were cleaners under there. There were septic tank things. There were all kinds of stuff. So there. So it also can be kind of freeing, because when I let go of that wreath, I don't really care about that wreath, but when I let go of it, I felt good about it. I gave away a whole set of really nice yellow towels that I will never use, and I felt good about it. So there is a tremendous amount of satisfaction when you let things go. So you just have to keep asking yourself, why did I keep this? Why did I keep this? And hopefully you can come up with an answer. I'm not a hardcore declutterer, because I did declutter. I threw out a lot of stuff. Some of the things that I used in the bathroom to redecorate it, I had in other parts of the house. So I got rid of a few of the things that I had on the windowsill. I got rid of the picture, the thing. So I got rid of quite a bit of stuff. When I went through those baskets, I had over a dozen protective pillow covers. Telling you, I've told you that I was kind of crazy. But I buy these things and don't remember that I have them. But remember, I buy them just in case I need them. So anyway, I will see you tomorrow. And if you're so inclined, you can see the tour this afternoon. So, tomorrow is our live. So I'll see you tomorrow at 3, and then back to normal on Wednesday. So, toodles. Bye-bye.